Breaking news. Fans are demanding Marvel to bring back Wesley Snipes as Blade. Will Marvel listen to them? And what about Mahershala Ali? Will he get fired? It all started in the early 90s. Marvel was about to file for bankruptcy after releasing multiple box office flops like Howard the Duck, The Punisher, and the direct-to-video Captain America movie. In a last effort to save the company, they decided to release a movie on a relatively unknown Marvel character called Blade. Blade is a half-human, half-vampire who goes around hunting evil vampires, played by the uber-cool Wesley Snipes. Blade presented an unapologetically dark tone and a brutal protagonist played with effortless cool by Wesley Snipes. No one knew how this movie would perform, but strangely enough, it ended up becoming a box office success, making over $131 million worldwide. I know it doesn't seem like much, but remember, that amount of money at that time was enough to save Marvel from closing down the company. Marvel finally had a hit on their hands, and they were not gonna lose it. Pretty soon, we got 2 more sequels to Blade, and even though Blade 3 wasn't the best, it was enough to keep the lights on at Marvel. Since the success of Blade, Marvel decided to leverage more of their complicated characters like Iron Man, Captain America, and Doctor Strange, and pretty soon, it ended up becoming the biggest movie-making machine in Hollywood. Snipes went through his own personal drama and even had to spend jail time for evading taxes, but despite that, fans still love his adaptation of Blade: The Proof. Recently, Snipes made a cameo in Deadpool and Wolverine in his iconic role of Blade, and fans went bonkers in the theaters. They were so happy to see Snipes as Blade again. In fact, they were so happy that now many fans are demanding he come back to the big screen as Blade. Yes, post Deadpool and Wolverine, fans got on Twitter and started demanding Marvel to carry on Blade's legacy with Snipes, since he's now finally in the MCU. But hold on, what about Mahershala Ali's Blade? If you remember, way back in 2019, Marvel announced that they're making a new Blade movie with Mahershala Ali. However, since that announcement, the movie has been in production hell. Directors and writers kept coming and going. Mahershala even threatened to leave. And now, they're trying again to get the movie back on track. Marvel fans are now fed up of the back and forths and feel it's time they just close the chapter with Mahershala's Blade. Heck, even Ryan Reynolds wants a Logan-like send-off for Snipes' Blade. Even Snipes is kind of open to coming back. He didn't give us a clear answer, but we think he's in to give it a shot. I don't know what Marvel's gonna do. I'd like to see Snipes back as Blade, but I don't want to see Mahershala's version fade away. Since Marvel is, in fact, in its multiverse era, we could ideally get both Blades on screen, and a face-off match would be even better. Who knows? Let's see what happens.
That's all for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.